Two.
Good evening and welcome to College Week Live. This is Grandview's Fall Open House, and we are so happy that you are joining us to learn a little bit more about Grandview. My name is Diane Johnson Schaefer, and I'm the Director of Admissions here at Grandview. And I would also like to introduce our student, Nate.
Hey, I'm
Introduce
Nate.
yourself.
Hey, I'm Nate Botts. I'm a sophomore here at Grandview.
Great. Thank you so much for joining us tonight, Nate. You're going to be able to answer a lot of questions from the student perspective, okay? It's wonderful. All right, let me tell you a little bit about Grandview. Grandview is located in Des Moines, Iowa. Now, a lot of you have probably never been to Des Moines, Iowa, but I got to tell you that Des Moines, Iowa is a pretty cool place to live. Des Moines is about 500,000 people, 500,000 population, so it's actually larger than what most people would think. At Grandview, we are located on the northeast side of town. Grandview has got a full-time day population of 1,600 students, so we're not a really huge institution, but we're kind of a medium size. We also have 500 more students that come on campus at night, and they do our evening program. They are working adults. We also have a graduate program that has about 40 students in it. So we have a very diverse and interesting population. We have got a very large residential section. We have about 800 students that live on campus. We just opened a new suite-style living facility, and we continue to add on to our campus facilities all the time. In fact, I'm sitting in the Rasmussen building, and right outside the door is what we call Grand Central Plaza, which just got finished a couple weeks ago, and it's really, really a fun place. Nate, have you been hanging out on Grand Central Plaza?
Of course. It's a lot better.
It's really, really nice. Nice place for students to gather and exchange ideas and exchange notes for classes and all that kind of stuff. So this is just a really great place. I've worked here for 32 years, so does that tell you how great it is? I never want to leave. So I really invite you to come and take a look at us. We have 40 different majors at Grandview, and please take advantage of the booths that are set up today in our site. We have information about athletics, we have information about majors, we have information about Grandview, financial aid, and everything. So I'm not going to bore you with a lot of statistics because there's a lot of things and information set up in the booths, and I want you to go and explore the booths in the College Week Live fair facility. We have 24 athletic programs. We are affiliated with the NAIA, and we offer scholarships for athletic scholarships. So that is another really big plus. Athletics play a huge part in what we do at Grandview and the kinds of students that we bring on board. And a little bit later, we do have two coaches from our athletic department that are going to talk about athletics at Grandview and how you too can become involved in athletics. We have got small class sizes, and I think that's one of the hallmarks that we have at Grandview. Our faculty to student ratio is 14:1, and our average class size is 17. I always tell students you can run, but you can't hide here at Grandview. Would you agree with that, Nate?
Definitely,
Yep.
definitely.
Your professors know your name, right?
Exactly, yep.
You've got your professor's cell phone numbers probably, right?
Yep, most of them.
Yep, exactly. So they know Nate, and everybody knows Nate. No, I'm just kidding.
Pretty much.
We love Nate. Nate works in the admissions office for us, so that's really great. We have got 18 countries represented at Grandview, and we have students from 34 states. So we are very proud that we have got such a nice, diverse student body at Grandview. We think that we do a super job giving individualized attention to students in a small class setting, but yet in the middle of a metropolitan city, and we use the city of Des Moines for a lot of our different activities. So, Nate, I'm going to let you have a chance to talk here for a minute. Nate, can you tell the folks that are tuning in right now what your major is and what you're involved in on campus?
Like I said before, I'm Nate. My major is business management with a minor in accounting. And on campus, I'm involved in Team TV, which is an organization that helps or that gives tours on campus. If you do come on campus, I'm usually the first person that you'll meet. And then I'm also in View Crew, which helps register the new incoming students.
You're a very busy man.
Oh, yeah.
Nate, tell me about the Des Moines metro area. Now, you were born and raised in Des Moines,
Yep.
right?
Yep.
And so when you came to Grandview, did it feel like you were still close to home, or did it feel like you were kind of still in the city, but you were away from home, so to speak?
It definitely felt like I was still in the city, but definitely away from home. It was nice being somewhere familiar, but yet the campus was so new to me.
Exactly.
It was nice. I liked it here.
And you can still take your laundry home.
Of course, Mom
Get a
always
home
does that.
cooked meal.
Yep.
Mhm,
Every
take some of your
Sunday.
friends. Oh,
Every
that's so
Sunday.
cool. That is so neat.
Yeah.
How have you used the Des Moines community, or how have you helped some of your friends that you live on campus with acclimate to the Des Moines community? I mean, do you go downtown for fun? Do you go to the art center? I mean, what do you guys do when you're in your free time?
Well, I've said this time and time again. My favorite place is Spaghetti Works. $7.95, all you can eat pasta. Oh, it's the best thing in the world. It's actually really nice because a lot of the people that I hang out with are from other states or from different parts of the state that haven't been to Des Moines that often, so I can show them everything in town. We have an awesome malls, awesome shopping centers, awesome museums, a lot of things like that. I like just taking them downtown and just walking around a lot.
Yeah, that Court Avenue area down where Spaghetti Works is a really happening place on the weekends, so that's a lot of fun. Looks like we just got a question that came in. What do you do for fun? Nate, this was directed at you. What do you do for fun besides eating $7.95 pasta?
10 bowls at that, but
Oh.
a lot of just hanging out, playing video games, a lot of that. The school does put on events for us every couple of weeks, or usually once a week, where we can go out and do stuff in the community. But it's a lot of hanging out, playing video games, or going shopping, or just hanging out at the mall, or finding something to do in Des Moines. So.
Very good. Wonderful. So there's lots of fun things to do in Des Moines and on campus.
Yep.
Okay. Okay, because I'm from admissions, I have to talk about the admissions process, which we pride ourselves on the fact that we think we have a pretty easy admissions process. First thing is that Grandview does not have an admissions deadline. We have a rolling deadline, so that means that you can apply and be accepted up until a couple of days before school starts. We don't have any definite cutoffs, so that's a really cool thing, I think, that we have got going on. 3 easy ways to get accepted at Grandview. Number 1, fill out an application for admission. You can go online, it's free, www.admissions.grandview.edu, and look for the admissions page and fill out that application and hit submit. You will also need to send your transcripts, so if you're a high school student, send your transcripts from high school. We need them up to the end of your junior year. And if you're a transfer student, send them from all of the colleges and universities that you have attended in the past. Also send us your ACT scores if you're a freshman. We will need those. Class rank is usually on your high school transcript, so we will use that. If you're an international student, and I know we've probably got quite a few international students tuning in this evening, you need to do all of the above. Plus, we will need your TOEFL scores. At some point, you'll need to send us a certification of finances statement. If you have gotten transcripts from other high schools or from colleges that are not in English, they will need to be sent to a transcript evaluation agency who can actually transcribe those over in English, and they will move the grades over and everything, so it makes it really nice and easy for us to understand your international experience in the American language. So pretty easy. I'm not going to go into a lot of information about it because you can find the information in our booth. Nate, I'm going to pick on you again. Tell me about your college search process. Did you look at a lot of schools? Did you just look at Grandview? What all did you do?
I did look at a lot of schools. I knew that I didn't want something really big, nothing too big, because I know I couldn't manage that. I wanted a smaller class size, so I looked at a lot of little private colleges in Iowa, and then I found my home here at Grandview. So.
Oh, that is so great. We're so glad you did so. We really, really are. So tell me about the admissions process here at Grandview. Was it as easy as I just described?
It was pretty simple. I just applied online, sent all my transcripts over, which is pretty flawless. Got them in a couple of days here. I worked really closely with my admissions counselor because we did have a couple of flaws with some of the things, but that was not on Grandview's part. That was on another school's fault there. So it was really nice to have that connection with somebody, knowing that I wasn't just a number, that they knew my name, they knew that I was coming. So that was nice.
And hopefully they called you a lot. They
Yeah.
kept you in the loop
Yep.
and got you all registered, and here you are.
Yep.
That's
Yep.
awesome.
Yep.
That's great. That is just super. Now, Nate, one more question, and then we do have another question that came in online. Why did you choose Grandview?
Ultimately, I chose Grandview because I love the programs here. I'm a business major, so they have a pretty strong business program. And the fact that down at heart, I couldn't be that far away from home. So I love just being that close to home, too. So that's why I chose Grandview.
And at some point, no doubt, you'll be wanting to get an internship.
Yep,
So
correct.
Des Moines is a great place to get an internship and part-time job.
Yep.
Maybe a full-time job here in Des Moines.
We'll see.
We'll see. We'll see. Absolutely. Okay, here is a question that came in. The question is, do you have pre-med studies? And the answer is yes, we sure do. We have got a biology degree. It's a baccalaureate degree. And that biology degree can set you up for any of the pre-med areas that you want to go into. For instance, if you want to go into the medical field, the classes that you will take in that biology program will prepare you to go on and be accepted at med school. If you want to be a dentist, there's another little track that you can take. If you want to go into dentistry, if you want to go into veterinary medicine, we'll prepare you for that too. So really just about any field that you want to go into, that biology degree is your basis for it, and our professors will sit down with you and make a plan of study that will get you accepted to wherever it is that you want to go. And I should stop and note that we do have professors that are academic advisors. You will have an academic advisor, you will be assigned an academic advisor, and that academic advisor will be a professor, generally speaking, in your area of study. So that's really cool. We do not have teaching assistants at Grandview. We have, our classes are taught by full professors, so that is another plus, I think. And the fact that you have your own academic advisor that's going to make sure that you get out of here in 4 years. That's their job. So that is, I think, a definite plus. And that's part of what you pay for when you come to a private school. Nate, what about your professor?
My
Your academic advisor professor.
She was actually really helpful.
Yeah.
She gave us our numbers in case we had any questions at any time.
Great.
My freshman year, I ran into a couple classes I was taking that I didn't really need to be into, and we sat down and we went through my plan of study and worked it all out. So
Good.
it was nice to have that contact with her.
Really. That would have made you mad if you would have
Oh, yeah.
taken those classes and you didn't really need
Yeah.
them. That's great. That's wonderful. Okay, let's talk about financial aid for a minute. Again, I'm not going to go into a lot of detail because that detail is in documents in our booth. So again, I encourage you to go in and check out our financial aid situation in our admissions booth. But one thing that I want to say is that we are very affordable. In fact, we are at the lower quadrant of the tuition scale in the state of Iowa. The tuition for a residential student, tuition, room, board, fees, is $30,000. If you do not live on campus and you're a commuter, that's $22,688. Now, that's the sticker price, and we never want people to get too scared about the sticker price of what they see for tuition, room, and board. We give at least around $14,000 a year on the average. Scholarships and grants, that includes athletic scholarships. If you are a freshman and if you are at the higher end of the academic scale, we give $10,000 to students that are at the higher end of the scale. That means if you have a 3.75 grade point average, top 10% of your class, and a 28 ACT, $10,000 right away subtracted off of that $30,000, again, if you're going to live on campus. So the ranges for academic scholarships for freshmen go anywhere from $6,500 to up to $10,000. And I just want to emphasize that's money that you do not have to pay back. Free money from Grandview as merit scholarships saying, hey, great job. If you're a transfer student and you're out there listening, the range goes from $6,000 to $8,500, again based on your cumulative grade point average that you're transferring in from all the schools that you have attended. So very, very good financial aid packages also for transfer students and money that you don't have to pay back. So I think we have got a really great financial aid program. We really do a lot of work trying to make students and parents understand what their financial aid package is entailing and that they understand what loans they're taking out. There's been lots and lots of chatter out in the media the last year about loans and the amount of debt that students are walking away from college, and we certainly do not want students to walk away with an unmanageable amount of loan debt. So we really work hard with families to try to manage that loan debt. Anything about money, Nate, since you're a business major? No?
Yep.
You got it under control, right?
Yep.
Got all the financial aid stuff under control.
Yep.
All right, very good. Wonderful. Excellent. Lastly, I want to, and we do have a couple more questions that have come in, I want to encourage you to please, if you're interested in Grandview, come and visit us. We would love to show you around. I really think that the only way that you can really get a true feel for a campus is to get on campus and experience it. You can learn a lot about different schools and universities on the web, and that's wonderful. It's a great tool to kind of start sifting through a lot of different colleges, but you really have to come and you have to get on campus. And if you come, Nate will give you a tour. Right, Nate?
Yep.
Absolutely. Absolutely. So if you want to sign up, www.admissions.grandview.edu, and you can sign up online for an individual visit, or you can call us. We always love to talk to you on the phone, and definitely come and give us a visit. Nate, how many schools did you visit while you were on your college search process?
I believe 4.
4. Okay, so the feel that I was talking about is that's a real thing, right?
Yeah. There's definitely something different about Grandview that I definitely noticed when I was touring.
So cool.
Yeah,
That's so neat. Yeah, it's just when you step out of the car and get on the campus, it's like you can really feel like, is this someplace I want to spend my next 4 years?
Yeah, exactly.
All right,
Yeah.
Very good. So see, Nate's telling the truth here. Okay, here's a question that came in. What is your job placement rate? This is something that Grandview is really extremely proud of. For the last decade and a half, our job placement rate has been nearly 100%, which is amazing. I credit that to the fact that we prepare our students very well. We require or strongly encourage internships in almost every single major that we have. Again, being located in the heart of Des Moines, we have a lot of opportunities to put students out in internships, to get them part-time jobs, to get them prepared. We actually have some classes that students go through so that they are prepared for interviews. So I think that is, a real testament to what we do.
Definitely.
You haven't had an internship
Nope,
yet.
not yet.
Not yet, but
Nope.
it's coming.
Yep.
So you'll be ready to go.
Hopefully.
You will, Nate. I know you will. Okay, a couple of other fun facts. We have a new academic core this year that we just rolled out. The academic core has been totally revised, and although that's not always real exciting to students that are looking at colleges and universities, it is to parents. We really listened to the employers that we have been working with, the employers that are hiring our students, the employers that are hiring other university students, and we found that what employers were looking for are writing skills, speaking skills, analytical skills, skills that employers feel students are lacking in bringing into the class, into the work environment. So we have built our core based on putting some of those new aspects of those skill sets into our core. You're not on the new core.
Yeah,
You're on the old core.
Yep.
Because you've been here for a little while, but I think that the new core is going to be really, really exciting. Also, another fact about Grandview is we are connected with the Evangelical Lutheran Church Church of America. So we are a part of the ELCA, which we're very proud of. And while we have got a fair number of Lutheran students here, we have got students of all faiths that attend Grandview, and we are a very welcome and opening institution, and we're very happy to, again, being in the metro area, we can connect students of all different faiths with different worship houses, and so they can take care of their religious affiliations very easily. So, and we have lots of religious activities on campus too that you can get involved in. So, do you know anything about the campus ministry program here, Nate? Are you involved with campus ministry at all? I know that they've got tons of stuff that they do.
I am not involved in any of the campus ministry stuff, but I do know of events that they have every week.
Yeah, it sounds like a lot of fun.
Yep.
And it's homecoming this weekend at Grandview, so that's going to be really, really exciting. I drove down the street the other day, and the students were painting the sidewalk. There were hundreds of students painting the sidewalk at the Student Center right here behind us, so that was a lot of fun to see.
Yeah.
There's been lots of fun homecoming activities that have occurred, I think, this week, and big football game this weekend, and lots of fun excitement. So it's going to be a fun weekend. Looking forward to it?
Yep, it's going to be a good weekend.
What's your favorite thing that you do at homecoming?
Homecoming? Oh, the dance is definitely awesome.
Oh, the dance. I forgot about the dance.
Yeah.
All right. Wonderful. And football game?
Yep.
You like that?
Go to that.
Very good. Wonderful. Well, again, if you have any questions, please make sure that you give us a call. Our direct telephone number is 1-800-444-6083, or check us out on the website. And Nate, thank you so much for joining me tonight. I really appreciate it. It was great working with you.
Thank you.
It's wonderful. Okay, we're going to go ahead and transition over, and our next guests are coming up. They are from the art department, and we're just going to take the camera down here for just a second. So we're going to go black here for just a second and make our transition. So hold on, come back in just a minute, and you're going to see some different people sitting in front of you. Thanks again for tuning in.